What's happening with this third-party cookies phase out? Is it happening, not happening? So, Aisha, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with Casper actually. So when it comes to the deadlines from Google, they just keep rolling new deadlines. That earlier it was that Google will be phasing out its third-party cookies in the first quarter of 2024, I believe, but that it has now been extended to, I guess, 2025. But regardless of the matter, whenever we think that happens, if someday this happens, obviously this is going to impact the marketing attribution as well. When we're talking about the Marketo's Munchkin cookies, obviously they're using the second party cookies, so they won't be affected as much of the Google's phase out, verdict. But when it comes to Marketo Measure, and Casper has has also mentioned that this is something that Visible would be sort of like affected, and I would say in most of the two domains, that is the impression tracking and the cross domain tracking. So within the impressions, obviously, earlier Visible allows you to reduce the anonymity and to track the conversions, or to see the touch points that were not known to you earlier. So obviously, in terms of impressions earlier, we were able to track those unknown leads or visitors. But now we would only be, once this is ruled out, so we would be restricted on that front, and we would only be able to see the leads which are now known to the system as terms of, a form submission or any other conversion. The other important thing is the cross-domain tracking. Like this is something, in terms of, if I could explain it in terms of a scenario, like let's say I have a website abc.com, right? And this is somehow linked with an xyz.com. So I have two domains which are linked with each other. Earlier, what Visible was allowing us to do was that if I make a submission on abc.com and I'm an anonymous visitor to xyz.com, I was able, the Visible would allow you to extract the information of the, this unknown visitor to another website, because they were both linked to each other. But if this is ruled out, then I would only be able to see the submission on which I've done for the particular domain. So this obviously will cause some of the restrictions when it comes to attribution and tracking. But obviously, earlier, you were able to track some of the anonymous leads, and this sort of has its own pros and cons. But with the phase out of the Google cookies, obviously this is actually leading to a more transparent business model, in which you'd be able to to categorize or to solidify the leads which are being generated in your system, and you will have clear and consolidated touch points to which they have been generated as a prominent lead. So yeah, this is going to
Okay.
be done.
Okay.